Hi, I'm Aristos Christofides. I'm the CTO of PumaPay.
Hello, I'm Giorgos. I'm the Chief Blockchain Architect of PumaPay. First of all, thank you very much for being here. We know it's the last presentation, very long 2 days, right? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
There we are.
Okay.
Quick question, how many of you do you know PumaPay? Put your hands up.
Okay, that's nice to know. For those of you who do not know who we are, we will try to give you a little bit summary of our objectives and what we will aim to produce. So our objective is world domination of the blockchain. Just joking. Maybe in a couple of years' time.
I thought no one was going to take that.
Well, next time I'll listen to you, Giorgos, next time.
All right. Very briefly, what we will try to do in these next few minutes is to explain you what PumaPay is, what is our pool payment protocol, give a bit of a high-level architecture of our framework that we have developed the past few months, and eventually a live demo of our pool payment subscriptions on Ethereum. What is PumaPay?
Okay, PumaPay is a free open source blockchain-based payment protocol on the Ethereum blockchain, combining the advantages of blockchain with the existing acquiring flexibility and ease of use solution.
All right.
Okay. So what is our payment protocol?
Our pool payment protocol, right? So essentially, what differentiates us, let's say, from the traditional crypto payments, is that we have inversed the mechanics of a payment. That means if I need to transfer funds to you, for example, in the traditional crypto, in any cryptocurrency, I would just send funds to you, right? But what we have done, we reversed that mechanics. Hence, I would allow you to pull money from my account instead, very simplistically.
So basically like a standing order.
Pretty much, yeah, like a standing order, comparing that to traditional banking.
I understand, that's good. So, Giorgos, we have recurring payments.
Yes, recurring payments. Recurring payments, you can relate that to like a monthly gym subscription, for example.
Okay, that's great. And what's a shared payment?
Shared payment,
affiliate payments?
You can relate it with an affiliate program, for example.
Like casinos and, merchants? Very good. Pay-per-use?
Pay-per-use.
Let me think about that one. Netflix, maybe? That's a good case for that. Okay, so that's our whole protocol. Clever.
Very, very simplistically, yes, that's a protocol. And that's the use cases that we focused on the past few months. And there will be more use cases that are coming up in our next iterations of developing our protocol even further. Now, how does all this come together, right, Ari?
Okay. Well, our framework consists of 4 divisions or blocks, as shown in the illustration. We have the Ethereum blockchain element. We have the merchant SDK backend, which is required for merchants to utilize our framework. We have PumaPay Core, which is the engine and the gateway to the blockchain. And we have the crypto wallet, which is what end users would use to approve and use the subscription service. So that's, in essence, our framework.
So that's a framework, indeed. Maybe what do we have on Ethereum?
Smart contracts. Yeah.
So
yes. So our recurring engine framework for the recurring payments is within the blockchain with developed using smart contracts.
So those smart contracts facilitate for have all the business logic on the blockchain to allow for these recurrences to happen on a time-based basis. To facilitate that, we also have the Puma Pay core.
Yeah, which is the gateway to the blockchain, and it allows registration and cancellation of recurring payment pool system from the crypto wallet.
And next to that, we also have the Puma Pay, the SDK, APIs, and tools for the merchants that they want to start using our protocol. I will demonstrate a little bit later around this, what we have put in place, essentially SDK, APIs, that's tools for developers to put something in place for the merchant to start using the protocol. We have, our code is on our GitHub. If you are developers, go to our GitHub, check the code that we have over there. If you are merchant yourselves, as your developers, to check out our project. You can find the link over there. Start our project, fork it, play around with it. We have our solution as open source.
And we appreciate any feedback from the community.
Absolutely.
And lastly, the crypto wallet, as shown on the illustration, is available from the stores, iOS and Android. It stores PMA and Ethereum and all other ERC20 tokens. It's there to support the subscription payments to approve. It has in-wallet subscription cancellation, so you can cancel your subscriptions at any time. And future releases will add other wallets, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Cardano, Ripple, etc. And we also have in-app funding to allow credit card purchase of our tokens. And we'll have crypto-to-crypto coin conversion also.
Seems like a pretty solid wallet, huh?
Very attractive, to be honest. But
all right, so that's the framework, right? But I can imagine possibly most of the things we have described, you were like very vague. It's a complex solution, and we will try to simplify this in the next iterations that we will develop in the future. And we want to simplify this process just for you to understand how this works, right? So say you are a merchant and you want to start using our protocol. The first thing that you need to do from a merchant perspective is that you need to go to our GitHub, read our documentation, get the SDK, set up a server on your end, and you should be good to go. Through that server, you will be able to define your billing models. And by billing models, essentially, say, again, going back to the possibly gym subscription example, billing model for that case would be monthly fee of 25 euros for 12 months, let's say. So once you have that in place, you can start generating QR codes for the billing models that you have defined. And that's it for the merchants. You're pretty much set up, you have everything in place, you can start accepting PMA as a means of payment. From the wallet side, so you are a merchant, you have your website, you have generated your QR codes, you have put the QR codes up online through our wallet, which is something that we will demonstrate as well. Through the wallet, you can scan the QR codes, and you can approve the pool payment. And the SDK will take care of the rest, meaning that it will execute the pool payments for you and transfer the funds to your wallets.
I think we're ready for a demo.
Yes, I will go ahead with the demo. Do you guys have any questions so far?
Okay. That's good.
Crystal clear.
That's good.
Good. So we're explaining it pretty good.
I think we're doing a good job.
All right. So say you have done through the process of setting up everything as a merchant.
So this is a subscription of a merchant, say Netflix subscription service or...
Let me try and get up on the screen, maybe these bits. All right. How many of you are technical people or developers or understand? Yeah. So 1 or 2, not so many people.
That's
2
good.
people. All right. So this is our GitHub. This is the different projects that we're working on. You can jump off to in our Puma Pay token. You can see anything that we're doing in terms of blockchain. Our smart contracts are there. We have our wiki, the merchant SDK. We have the merchant backend and Node.js server, and we are also developing a merchant frontend to facilitate to make
the whole process easier for the merchant.
Much easier and smoother. So going through the process of setting up the server, you will end up with some APIs, which most of you won't understand what those things is, but you will be able to create your pool payment models, manage them, monitoring them, and execute pool payments for your customers.
Okay.
So I want to go back to the presentation, to the QR codes, which I need to bring my screen over here, which this doesn't really help. All right, let me put it there for now.
Okay.
All right.
That's good.
So these are wallets. These are wallets. You can see the balance you have in PMA. You can also see we support PMA, Ethereum, and any other ERC20. As we said, we're also working on including more cryptocurrencies in the next few months. And the magic starts from this button here, where you can scan the QR codes, and you will be able to see the subscription details. I don't know if it's very clear on the screen. Is it clear enough? All right.
Right.
So from what you can see over there, you have the price of your subscription. This one, we said it has a subscription of 2 cents in USD dollars, which is very low, not a real use case, just for demonstration purposes, which that's equivalent to more or less 21 PMA tokens. These specific payments, it's happening every 2 minutes. It's 5 payments in total, hence the 10 minutes, and will be executed today. So if you go ahead and you click confirm, what happens right now, actually, the wallet communicates, the wallet actually signs this transaction, send it to the blockchain through our core. So as a wallet user, we are not actually paying for the gas fees. We, as Puma Pay, taking those fees for the time being, and we are working on either simplify this process for the customer as well. So as you can see, the transaction went through. It's on the blockchain, and you can actually see it over here. So this is the smart contract that we have on Ethereum. For those that you are not familiar with Etherscan is a tool which you can use to monitor the Ethereum blockchain. And this transaction over here should be, all right, actually this is the execution of a pool payment. This transaction over here is actually the registration of the pool payment, is the transaction that we just submitted. You can see it over here that we have the currency in USD, and we have the fiat amount, the 2 cents that we spent, that we accepted, frequency of 120 seconds, 2 minutes, number of payments of 5. So that's the pool payment that we have registered on the blockchain. And the magic started happening already in the merchant backend. And as you can see here, the execution of the specific pool payment went through. One second. So how did that happen, right? So as I said, the registration of the pool payment went through from the wallet through our core to the blockchain. And on the other side, we had the merchant backend, which the merchant backend is actually listening to the blockchain for registration for that specific merchants. And it's actually, when the time is right, there is a scheduler in place to trigger those executions of the pool payment. And as you can see here, I can show you, can get this address over here. That's the address I have on my wallet. You can see it over here, 5E12. Going back to this is 5E12. So in this case, what happened was that, where is it? 22 PMA tokens left from my wallet over here, and they have paid the merchant. That's pretty much what we have developed the past few months. That's what we wanted to demonstrate in this short period of time through this QR code. So our wallet is online. It's on the stores. Go ahead, download it, get it. We have also a faucet from which you can get test PMA tokens in case you want to develop something around our protocol, our solution.
That's it. That's all we wanted to show you today. So thank you for your time. And
do you have any questions?
Oh, okay.
Hello. So since the transactions are on the blockchain, I'm assuming they're irreversible, which will be a big benefit for the merchant. Are there features that would incentivize the users?
What to use?
Because I mean, it's going to be a benefit for the merchant, but obviously the users, the purchasers, are going to be losing that ability.
That's down to the merchant. The merchant can incentivize their own consumers by offering discounts and on their products using this recurring payment model. So that's
something else is that you as a customer, you are in charge of your subscriptions. So at any time, I haven't actually demonstrated that, but you can cancel a subscription whenever you want as a customer.
Okay, but the customers can't reverse a transaction if
no.
Okay,
no.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
If we don't have any other questions, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
For being here.